I used to think wealth was just a scoreboard of money. But after years of trial and error, well, I realized I was so focused on the currency that I missed the true audit of my life. See, let me ask you something. Think about this. And if your bank account was wiped clean tomorrow, what's your actual net worth? And look, I'm not talking about your savings or your investments or even the house you live in. If all that disappeared, what do you actually have left? Most people think wealth is just treasure, the money. But honestly, that's only 1/3 of the equation. There's a practical framework I use to stay disciplined. It's simple, really. Time, talent, treasure. We all start with a different mix of these three, but almost no one manages the time and talent parts with the same intensity they use for treasure. Hi, I'm Andres. Most people call me Tito Wise. Today, I want to talk about something more precious than money, your time. And as we go through this story, I'll take you back to my younger years, back to where I first learned what time is really worth. This is me. In my younger days, I was stubborn, curious, and just starting to understand that time is the real wealth. See, I used to treat every hour like it was an infinite supply. But here's the thing. Money? Well, money can return. You can lose a fortune, believe me, and earn it right back. Skills? Oh, they can grow. You can always learn a new trade or, you know, sharpen your mind. And opportunities? They can reappear. See, a missed boat today doesn't mean the harbor is closed forever. But time? Time does not. Your income today is really just time converted. You traded your actual hours for it. Your business profit? Well, that's just time leveraged. Your investments? That's time multiplied. So when you waste money, you lose numbers, but when you waste time, you lose life. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't actually have a money problem. They have a time allocation problem. We say we want better finances, right? But we give our best hours to, overthinking, procrastinating, avoiding what actually matters. See, we want better finances, but time compounds whatever we invested in. Give it to growth and it builds skill. Give it to distraction and it builds regret. So guard your time and your wealth improves. But lose your time and nothing you earn will ever truly satisfy you. Talent, it isn't what you're born with. See, talent is, well, it's developed usefulness. It's your ability to, solve problems, to communicate clearly, to create value in a way the market actually rewards. Income follows usefulness. If your income feels capped, well, it might be that your skill ceiling is capped. Many people, they focus only on saving money, but they kind of ignore increasing their earning power. And that's imbalance. Budgeting, that controls what leaves, but talent increases what enters. Think about it. Two people can work 8 hours. One earns $25 an hour, another earns 100. The difference isn't effort. No, it's not that. It's skill depth, experience, value creation. So if you want financial growth, you've got to upgrade your talent because talent, it changes the value of your time. You see, treasure is the result. It's not the source. We measure it in numbers, right? We look at the cash, the investments, the assets. Now look, treasure matters. It really does. It gives you stability. It gives you options. It gives you a floor. But it should never, ever become your ceiling, because when treasure becomes the whole goal, well, you start trading away the very things that actually create it. You see, time and talent create treasure, always in that order. But treasure, it can never buy back time, not a single hour, not a single moment. This is where most people, they lose their way. They sacrifice their time and they completely neglect their talent just to stack more treasure. They chase the result while they're abandoning the inputs. They forget that treasure is just a byproduct and it's not a replacement for the things that actually produce it. And the symptoms, well, they always show, don't they? They earn more, but they feel drained. They save more, but they feel stuck. They accumulate more, but somehow they feel less. That isn't wealth, my friend. That's a gilded cage. It's a life that looks shiny from the outside, but man, it feels heavy from the inside. It's a life where treasure owns you instead of you owning the treasure. See, true wealth, it's alignment. It's when your time is intentional, not scattered, and when your talent is sharpening, not stagnating. And your treasure, it's growing, not forced, not rushed, but just rising naturally from the way you live. Alignment is quiet, it's steady, it's even unimpressive at first glance. But over the years, it becomes undeniable, because when time, talent, and treasure move together, your life stops feeling like a grind and it starts feeling like a direction. And treasure is not the prize. Treasure is the proof. It's proof that you managed your time well, proof that you developed your talent deeply, proof that your life is finally aligned. So guard your time. Grow your talent, and I promise you, treasure will follow every single time.
Let's make this practical. If you're early in your career, focus on talent. Your skills, they determine your income ceiling. If you're mid-career, protect your time. Energy becomes more valuable than money, you see. If you're earning well, make your treasure work, invest, automate, let it compound quietly. But never ignore one of the three. Weakness in one, it eventually affects the others. Now, here's the deeper principle. You don't truly own these resources forever. You manage them temporarily. Time is limited. Talent can grow or, it can decay. Treasure, it can multiply or it can disappear. The question isn't how much do I have? The better question is, how well am I managing what I've been given? Two people can earn the same salary. One studies consistently, invests steadily, guards their time. 10 years later, they have options. The other, well, they stay comfortable, spends emotionally, drifts daily. 10 years later, they feel stuck. The difference, it isn't luck, it's stewardship. Small, wise decisions, repeated quietly for years. If you feel behind financially, don't panic, reflect. Am I intentional with my time? Am I developing my talent? Am I managing my treasure wisely? Alignment, it creates momentum, and momentum, it creates confidence.